Good morning, Nazarene. I'm excited to share with you a little bit about the sermon series which we are currently in, which actually began on Baptism Sunday. And the sermon series is Christ Style Life, Following Jesus, Becoming Like Him. This sermon series we started on Baptism Sunday talking about one life that is found in Jesus and based on the idea that God in Jesus came to earth and he died for us so that we could be forgiven and that we might have eternal life. But we looked at this idea that John uses the present tense for having eternal life. And so that eternal life starts now, and it's an abundant life that Jesus desires for us to have in the here and now. And so in that abundant life, we journey with Jesus. And as we journey with Jesus, there are two calls that he places on our life. Jesus says to his disciples, he says to us, "Come follow me." And then he also says to his disciples and to us, "Go." And so this week, I'm excited to share with you that as we follow Jesus, we find life, we find abundant life, and it's found in Jesus Christ. And then next week, we'll talk about as we go, we are to share that abundant life with the people that we know and that we're around. But the reality is, too, as we journey with Jesus, we are experiencing God's love and grace, but we're also then able to express God's love and grace. And so this series will move from the two calls into what I'm calling the four loves, and this idea that God's love for you is the cornerstone upon which you can then actually have love for God. And we love God through worship and obedience. It's the cornerstone. God's love for us is the cornerstone through which we can love others, and we love others through compassion and service. God's love is the cornerstone through which we love fellow believers, and we love each other as believers through fellowship and unity. And yes, then God calls us also to love our enemies, and his love leads us to love our enemies through forgiveness and reconciliation. We must remember that as we love God, he then leads us to love others, our fellow believers, and our enemies. There is this reality that we need to to receive God's love, to experience it, and then also to express it. There is this thought that there is a posture that we need to take, a posture of openness to what God says to us, a posture and openness to his love, and a posture and openness to his leading to love others. And so we're going to spend a couple weeks then talking about faith disciplines that help us, that actually help us to take the posture, if you will, so that we can truly experience the love that God has for us and then truly express the love that God desires that we express to our world and to the people around us. So I want to encourage you to be part of this sermon series by attending. We're here at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings, and I encourage you to be here. These sermons do connect pretty well. And so if you can't be here on a Sunday and you aren't able to watch the live stream in real time, I would encourage you to go back and actually take these sermons in since they do kind of connect and tie together. I'm really excited for us to journey together with Jesus and with each other and explore what it means to follow him and become like him. Join us for this sermon series.